Don't you always feel better after a good glass of wine with a girlfriend? Me too. That's what we're here for. To connect, to drink wine, to feel good. Welcome to the Happy Moms Wine Club. I'm your host, Jenny Angell. If you have little ones in the room with you today, you may want to put your earbuds in because from time to time, I will use swear words or drop a truth bomb about motherhood that you may not want little ears to hear. So grab your earbuds and put them in because today, I'll do both. I didn't always drink wine. Believe it or not, when my son was 2 years old and he stuck a large orange bead up his nose and I had to pin him down and surgically remove it with my eyebrow plucker, I didn't drink wine that night. The next day, when that little shit stuck a yellow bead up his nose, so far that I had to call the doctor for professional help. The doctor's advice, by the way, is to plug my son's other nostril and blow into his mouth until the yellow bead shoots out of his nose and across the room. That would have been a good day for a large, Marge, fatty bo batty, big-ass glass of wine. Hi, I'm Jenny Angell. I'm a mom. I'm not super mom. I'm not a perfect mom. I'm a mom. I have 2 amazing kids that I love like crazy, and I'm talking to you today because I know that it takes something to be a mom. Some people say it takes a village. I agree. I also know that sometimes it takes a glass of wine. Sometimes 2. Please don't worry about me. I'm not a lush. I'm not advocating being a lush on this podcast. I'm talking with you because I want to connect with you. I intend to be real with you and to start to do life together. Sometimes I might share a secret from my life or shock you with my most embarrassing mom moments, and I'm really hoping that you won't leave me hanging out in the breeze all exposed and vulnerable, but instead you'll laugh and you'll get on Facebook and you'll write to me and tell me what stupid things you've done too, so we can laugh together and connect. Don't pretend you haven't done something stupid when it comes to parenting before. Let's be real. I'll tell you where I fucked up and you can laugh hysterically, a laugh of acknowledgement, and you won't be able to wait to write to me and tell me where you've fucked up too. And then we'll both laugh and breathe a sigh of relief that our kids made it through. And we'll smile and be refueled to go do another day. That's the plan anyway. Sound good? Good. So what do you want to know first about me? I'll be 38 years old on August 18th. I've been happily married for 17 years to a man that I admire and respect. My heart actually races when I think about what a good dad he is. I think one of the best ways to love a woman is to be great with her kids. Right? Well, my man is amazing with our kids, and I'm super grateful. My husband Chris and I have 2 young people. I can't really say kids anymore because our son is almost 13 and our daughter just turned 11, and they're so not little anymore. It's crazy how fast it goes, right? So 3 things that you don't know about me. 1, I'm a dance fitness instructor. For the last 6 years, I was a Zumba instructor, but recently I decided to get real about the fact that I haven't danced to Latin music in my class for a really long time because I really prefer hip hop and current popular music. So I finally decided to call a spade, drop the Zumba title, and call my class a dance fitness class. My dance students range in age from 18 to 80, so I have women in my life that I adore, sharing all different walks of life with me. So if you're between 18 and 80 years old, you're invited to my class anytime you're in town. I have an amazing playlist. Number 2, one of my greatest parenting accomplishments this past year is that my hubby and I snuggled on the couch with our kids each night and we made it through all 10 seasons of Friends. We quote Friends episodes daily in our house and laugh a lot, reliving our favorite conversations from Friends. I'm pretty sure my daughter knows all of the words to Phoebe's songs, and that makes me really happy too. I'm sure you know Phoebe's claim to fame, Smelly Cat, that goes, smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Smelly cat, it's not your fault. You're welcome for that. But our favorite one to sing in our backyard at night when we're playing badminton or volleyball is, oh, the cow in the meadow goes moo. Oh, the cow in the meadow goes moo. Then the farmer hits him on the head with a stick, and that's how we get hamburger. I'm sure our neighbors love it when we sing. Anyway, I took things pretty seriously when my kids were younger, But as they get older, I'm learning that laughter is a really important part of our relationship. The third thing that I'll tell you about myself is that I like making a difference for others. If anything I say on this podcast makes your life a little easier or is something you can relate to, then my work here is done. So now that you know a little bit more about me, I bet you already have determined if you like me or not, and if we can be friends. Can I just add something before you turn off this podcast and decide you don't like me or that I wouldn't like you? It's okay if you and I are different. It's okay if your story isn't like mine or a description of your life doesn't match up with mine in any way. Do you have kids that are already grown and out of the house? That's cool. You can totally school me in what's coming next, or you can be transported by what I share to a different time of your life and remember what it was like and feel accomplished that you've already mastered that level of momming. Or are you in baby mode and think that what we talk about here won't apply to you for years? Please keep listening. If somebody had shared with me at the beginning of the journey half of what we'll talk about in our wine club, it would have saved me years of suffering and stress. Are your circumstances different from mine? That's okay too. Are you a single mom or a breadwinner mom or an angry mom or a struggling mom or a mom of teens? Anything really, it's okay. I know I named the podcast the Happy Moms Wine Club, but you don't have to be happy all the time to join us. Nobody is happy all the time. The reason we connect is to cause happiness, and sometimes it's okay to just be pissy together. That's what mom friends are for. Chatting with a girlfriend feels good, right? That's what we're doing here, and everyone's welcome. If you are a mom, were a mom, will be a mom, or had a mom, you're invited. The point is you don't have to be like me, and we can be different and still be friends. Because what's more important than our differences is what we have in common. We are moms. We have created life. We know what it means to give everything we have for somebody else. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's awesome. The important thing is that we're in it together. The Happy Moms Wine Club is a moment or 20 minutes in your day where you get to put your feet up, pour a glass of wine, and connect with me. Another mom that knows that even if your kids have no idea how much you do for them, you are always working your ass off to make their life better, and you deserve a break. I'm someone who sees your greatness in all you do and can acknowledge that, yeah, it sucked when your kid had an attitude today after all you did for them, but you'll get to the other side of it and it'll be okay. Or someone who knows that you feel guilty when they say they're bored and spend all day on their device, and I can let you know it'll be okay. I'm someone who can say, I'm sorry that made you feel guilty, but be free. Technology won't kill them. They're responsible for their own happiness, and you're not a bad mom. You are an amazing mom. And here, have a glass of wine. There was a time when my kids were 1 and 3 years old that I hated being a mom. I was exhausted. Not physically, but mentally and emotionally, by both the pressure and the monotony of waking up every morning simply to meet the never-ending needs and demands of a baby and a toddler. When my husband came home from work that day, I said, I quit. I'm giving my 2 weeks notice as a stay-at-home mom. Have you ever had a moment like that? In that moment, it was hard to articulate all that was wrong, but looking back on it, I would say that sometimes just being a mom is not enough. I felt empty, totally bored, guilty for feeling bored. I was desperate to live a life that was more than emptying dishwashers, cleaning up messes, changing diapers, and folding laundry. I hated when my husband would come home and ask me, what did you do today? Have you ever felt that way? Some of you are thinking, every day for the last 15 years. On a later podcast, I'll share more about that time of my life and what I did to get to a better place. But for now, I'll tell you that the reason that I got to the end of myself and wanted to quit was simple. I wasn't getting my needs met. At all. In any relationship, the shit hits the fan when somebody's not getting their needs met. I'll leave you with this sneak peek of what I'm sure will be one of our main Happy Moms Wine Club mantras. It's this: you can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I mean, right? I'm the best mom I can possibly be when I take care of me first. I'm guessing you are too. Knowing that is one thing. putting a structure in your life to make sure you get your needs met regularly is master level momming. That's why I'm here to connect with you. My goal is to not only pour into your cup with these conversations so you're not running on empty, but to learn together how to have that large Marge, fatty Bo-Batty, big-ass glass so full that it's sloshing over the sides. There's nothing more important to our success as moms, as partners, and really just in life than getting our needs met. That's why I'm so glad you chose this podcast. That is why we're here. We're in this together. Here, have more wine. If you'd like to be notified each time we release a new podcast episode so you don't miss out on any of these conversations, hit subscribe now in Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts from. If you want to join our actual Happy Moms Wine Club and learn how to get amazing wine delivered to your doorstep for free, go to www.happymomswineclub.com now. See you next week.